includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we are. It affects how we think. It affects how we feel, how we act, and it also helps to determine how we handle stress, relating to other people around us. That is, it affects our relationship with virtually everybody around us. And also, it makes healthy life choices easy for us. When we are mentally sound, we will be able to make good choices of life. But when one is not mentally sound, you might be taking a lot of wrong steps concerning your life and concerning everything around you. So mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence, even to our adult age. It is a key thing that every one of us needs to actually look into. So the second definition I have says that mental health is a state of mental well-being, something to do with your brain. So that it enables people to, one, cope with the stress of life, and secondly, to realize their abilities. Mental health will help you to realize what you can do, your scope, your strength, your elastic limit. Mental health will help you to know that, and to learn well, to work well, to contribute to your community. Furthermore, it is an integral component of health and well-being that underpins our individual and collective abilities. Also, it helps us to make decisions in life, making right decisions in life. Mental health will help us to do that. To build relationships, mental health will also help us to build good relationship all around us, and it will shape our world. You know, everybody wants to have nice things. You want to have a beautiful world. You want things to work for you, and you want virtually everything around you to be perfect. So mental health will actually help in this regard. It will help in this regard. So mental health is a basic human right. Something like that. It's a basic human right that everybody is entitled to. Everybody is entitled to have good sense of living, everybody. And it is crucial to personal, community, and social economic development, according to WHO. The third definition I'm going to give us today says that mental health is a term used to describe emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It helps to describe our emotional state. When you consider the mental health of a person, you can talk about their emotional state, psychological state, or even their social well-being. The quality of a person's mental health is often measured by how adaptively they can cope with everyday stress. Some people just cannot cope with stress, and there are some people that can go a long way no matter what they are going through. So furthermore, mental health allows people to use their abilities, be productive, make decisions, and play an active role in their community. So overall, I would say that mental health is more than the absence of mental disorders. It's not just the fact that, okay, this person doesn't have any mental issue. You know, most of the time when we have mental, the first thing that comes to our head is, maybe this person has issues with the brain. Fine, it has something to do with the brain, because actually the whole body is linked up to the brain. For you to raise up your hand, a message has to be sent to your brain, and the brain accepts the message, process it, pass it back to your hand that, hey, this person wants to lift you up, and so the hand goes with it. So mental health exists on a complex, continuous thing. It's a continuous thing. It's not something, it's not a one-time thing that you just look at, which it gives a lot of experience differently from one person to another. The mental health state of individuals differs from one person to the next, and it's with varying degrees, and also with different kind of difficulties, let me use that word, and distress that each person has. So therefore, mental health is the overall wellness of a person, overall well-being. You know, I said it has to do with your physical state, it has to do with your spiritual state, and it also has to do with social state. So it's overall wellness of a person. And it's on how you think. Your thinking faculty has a lot to do with it. Regulate your feelings, and also how you behave. It is an issue of your state of mind. When we are talking about mental health, we want to talk about your state of mind, the state of how you think, how your mind is, whether you're happy, you're sad, you're tired, you're fed up, you're annoyed, you're hungry or not. So many people experience a significant disturbance of mental health as they grow up. It's not something of just adults, like I've said. You have a lot of children having mental health issues, adolescents having mental health issues. It cuts across the whole thing. Now let's look at the major types of mental health that we have. Major type of mental health that we have anxiety disorders, we have personality disorders, anxiety, that is being anxious, personality. Let me give an example of that, like people that are like, I don't think I'm good enough. Don't you think I'm too fat? Don't you think I'm too thin? Look at my color, it's not so nice. All those things, they are personality disorders, comparing themselves with other people. Then we have the psychotic disorder. This is actually a problem with the brain, and this is called schizophrenia. So also we have eating disorders. Either you eat too much or you eat too low. If you are not eating well, it's a mental disorder. If you're eating too much, it's a mental disorder. And also we have mood disorders. People that just have mood swing anytime. And I once met somebody that said, I have different kind of mood swing. My mood can just swing and can change at any time, that I will not even be able to control it. So mood swing is also another one. And then dementia, autism, is also a mental health disorder. So for all these different type of disorders, we discovered that anxiety disorder are the most common mental disorders, and it affects nearly 30% of adults at some points in their life, nearly 30%. So, but anxiety disorder is actually treatable. You just need to discuss with the person, know what is making them anxious, and take care of whatsoever is making them anxious. And they will definitely come out bouncing back so well, much more better than anyone can imagine. Now, what is the cause of mental health problems? I think it is very nice at this stage for us to know the cause of mental health problems. The exact cause of most mental health problems are not known. Just like most of these diseases, if you watch when we were discussing about prostate, we discussed about fibroid, and we were saying that the exact cause is not known. Virtually all the major problems or diseases that human beings have, no one knows what is actually causing them, or you just found them to be there. However, scientists have been able with research to just bring up some things that if we are able to work on those things, we might not fall a victim of mental health issues or illness or disorders, as anyhow you would like to put it. Number one is hereditary. Hereditary. If somebody within a family has had mental health issues before, it is very, very likely that other members of the family will also have it. No matter how distant the relative is, it can still run because it also has a genetic undertow. So also we have psychological traumas. People that have gone through psychological traumas are very likely to have mental health because the trauma gets them worried, gets them anxious, get them thinking. And so because of this, they might have issues. Environmental stress is another cause. Our environment today has a lot of stress. Sounds of war everywhere. They kidnapped somebody here, somebody killed somebody here, an accident happened, environmental disasters, probably like flood, fire disaster, and all those things can agitate a person, and suddenly a person can develop mental health issues. So also childhood abuse is a very big one that is actually affecting a lot of people. Childhood abuse, that's why you see couples just need to really make up their mind. When you come together, make up your mind before you have a child. I know the African setting will say that if you don't have a child within 1 year, then they will start saying maybe something is wrong with the woman. Most of the time, they will say it's the woman anyway that has something wrong with her, and or the in-laws will start disturbing them and all those things. So child abuse is a terrible thing. I've discovered that a child will never forget what he or she goes through at a young age. I still remember a lot of things. I was discussing with someone that I acted a drama. I was in kindergarten school. So I shouldn't be more than 5 to 7 years, probably, or maybe like 4 to 7 years. Let me put it like that. Up till today, I still remember that drama I acted. And at times, I wonder how that thing stick to my brain, and I did not forget it. It's still there. I still remember. I can still view myself the way I was walking and the things I said. I won't say it because you will laugh at it. So I won't say it. So child abuse, trauma, or neglecting children is important. So as parents, please, let's create time for our children. Show them that love that they really need. Let them know you care. Let them know you understand them, because a lot of children are going through these issues. I'm sure you've had a lot of it in the news of children maybe killing themselves or doing a lot of things that we shouldn't be talking about. Social isolation or loneliness can also cause mental health problems. Social isolation and loneliness. If you have anybody around you that love to stay all alone, you need to check them out. You need to. This thing starts from childhood. You see children that will just withdraw from everybody and stay all alone. And when they are like adolescent teenagers, if they do that, you really need to check them, because most of them, when they start doing drugs, or probably they're in all sorts of occultic things, you see that they love to stay alone. Not all of them do, because there are some that they're just quiet. They just like to be alone. But it's opportunity to do what is not supposed to be done. We all know the saying that says that the devil finds work for the idle hand. So isolation or loneliness is something you and I really need to check out and work on. when we have children so that they will not have mental health issues. Now, still talking on what can cause mental health issues, we'll be talking about experiencing discrimination and stigma, including racism. This is also a key thing. And most of these things start as childhood. I remember I once had something like that because you know this thing that happened in school. This one you are the teacher's girl, especially when you score high in school. I remember I had that kind of issue, and most of the time, get back home and tell my mommy nobody is talking to me in my class, nobody wants to play with me. So each time I get back home, my mom will ask me to sit down and tell me everything that happened in school. And you know, children would love to talk. So I will start talking, and all those things are bottled in. I will say them out, and that really helped me to eventually come out of that shell I was locking myself into. So experiencing discrimination and stigma can cause it. Social disadvantages like poverty, or you are in debt, or you feel you are not up to standard, comparing yourself, that's it, comparison with people all around you, can cause or make the person to have mental health problems. Sorry about that. So bereavement is another thing. Loss of loved ones. It's not easy to lose somebody you care so much about. It's not an easy thing. I can tell you that. It's not. So when you are in that stage, you just have to watch it so that you will not run into another problem you won't be able to handle. Severe or long-term stress is another one. Long-term stress, a continuous thing giving you stress all the time. Once you have such a thing, watch it. No matter what it is, just correct it. Stop, think about it, and sort it out. It's very, very important. Meditating is one thing that can help you a lot. So having a long-term physical health condition, when people have long-term physical health condition, it can give them mental health problems because they start thinking they are terrible, they are bad, it's not worth living, So relocation, some people relocating to another environment, an environment you are not so used to, an environment you don't understand, can also give people mental health issues. And probably I've talked about bereavement before. This can also do that. Then people that live alone, just all alone in the house, it's not the best thing. It's not good. You should have someone living around you. You have someone checking on you all the time. Communication, that's the key word there. You should communicate with people. Communication helps a lot. So people that do not communicate with others, there are different ways of communication. You can communicate through voice, you can communicate through writing, you can communicate through body language and several things. But people that do not communicate are very likely to come down with mental health problems. And also poor family connection. When there is no unity, there is no love, there is no this family connection within a family, it can cause mental health issues. And this affects children and women mostly. It affects children and women mostly. So difficulty socializing, feeling like you don't belong. There are some people like that. They find it so difficult to socialize. They will be in a gathering, everybody is trying to express themselves and they are not talking. They will just, just stay in one corner, watch out for such people. Then poor physical health and generally. And there is one major one, that is unforgiveness. Unforgiveness can give a person mental health issues. I don't know who has offended you. I don't know what it might be. You need to forgive. It is extremely important. You are not forgiving that person for the person's sake, but you are forgiving for your sake, for yourself, so that you will not come down with mental health issues. That's why you are forgiving. So it is important that when people offend us, we should forgive them. And we must know that offenses cannot go to God. That people will not offend you, forget it. They will offend you. They will offend you now. They will tell you they are sorry. And under 30 minutes, they are doing it all over again. Because that's sorry. they don't really know the meaning of I'm sorry. So, now let's look at what are the signs of mental health disorder. What signs should we look out for? That when you see in a person, you know that there's something wrong somewhere. So while every mental illness is different, here are common signs to help us determine if you or your loved ones may be suffering from mental health issues or disorders. Now, number one, change in feelings, that is extreme mood change. You know, there are some people that maybe all of us are talking, you're playing now, and suddenly the mood will just go off, and this person will just go quiet. And you start asking, are you okay? What is wrong with you? Are you okay? Say, I'm fine. I'm fine. People that keep saying that, watch out. Watch out. Make them talk so that you know what is actually wrong with them. Also, loss of interest, pulling away from people and unusual activities. Unusual activities, they just lose interest suddenly. Apart from mood swing, they lose interest in things that they actually love doing or they've been used to doing. They lose interest suddenly. So you have to watch out for such people. And also, change in sleeping habits. If you've been sleeping well before and suddenly you don't sleep well again. You sleep 8 hours before and now you sleep 2 hours, you wake up. You sleep 3 hours, you wake up. There is a problem. You are likely coming down with mental health issues. Low energy or no energy at all. You get tired all the time. You get weak all the time. Excuse me. Then you need to check yourself. It is very, very likely that you are having mental health issues. Difficulty in interacting, finding it difficult to express yourself. You have something you want to say, and you're like, you see, actually, you see, people that talk like that, you need to watch out for such people. It is likely that a mental health disorder is setting in. Another thing is eating or sleeping too much. I mentioned that when I was talking about things that can cause mental health disorders. You see, this thing goes in and out. It goes in and out. When I start to talk about the symptoms again now or treatment, I will still mention most of these things again. Then weight changes. When people's weight suddenly start dropping, no control. You just find out that you are losing weight. You cannot say, this is the reason why I'm losing weight. You are not trying to lose weight. You are not on exercise. You are not on diet. You are not on anything. You are just losing weight. Or you are just gaining weight excessively. Then we need to check. There's something wrong. Then also uncontrollable emotions. They just get emotional. And some people will even say, that is just me, that's just the way I am. Please watch out for such a person. If he or she is your friend or a family member, draw close to them and try and get it out. What is wrong? Something is definitely wrong somewhere. And it might just be a small thing that once it is fixed, they will just come out fine. all over again. Also, feeling excessively sad or low, feeling helpless or even hopeless may be a sign of mental health disorder. Feeling numb, like nothing matters. Virtually everything you talk about, it doesn't mean it's not important. I don't care. People that keep saying it, say this one, I don't mind, I don't care. There's something wrong. You're supposed to care. You're supposed to care about everything around you. You're supposed to take notes of everything around you. We are environmental beings. That's the way we are created. We are sensitive to our environment. So when you see someone that is saying, I don't care, who doesn't mind what is happening in the environment, then there is something wrong. There's something wrong why that person doesn't care anymore. People that get confused easily, they get confused easily. They find it difficult to concentrate, learning. They keep forgetting things easily. There is a problem somewhere. And then inability to perform daily tasks, the things you are supposed to do, you just find out that first day, second day, third day, and you keep saying, and I wanted to do it, I will do it. Procrastination. That tells you a lot that there is something wrong somewhere. Especially we need to watch out this with children. A child that doesn't do his homework all the time, they give him homework and he won't do it. He will just leave it. Then you need to watch out. What is wrong? Something is disturbing that child. Probably the child doesn't like the subject. Probably he doesn't like the teacher. Or probably there's something giving him fear, anxiety, or having inferiority complex. When people have all this, we need to check out their mental health. I've mentioned being forgetful, forgetting pain. What about being on edge all the time? You know, there's some people like that. Before you say anything, what is it? Leave me alone. You know, they are always on edge. They will not even be patient to hear what you want to say, to hear you out. They snap at virtually everything. They snap. There is a mental health issue. They get angry, they get upset, they get worried, and they get scared all the time. Experiencing severe mood swing, like I've mentioned, especially in relationship. People that don't have good relationship with people. Virtually all the relationship they have a problem with it. They tell you their husband is not good, their wife is not good, their father is not good, their mother is not good, their brother is not good, everybody around them, their boss is not good, co-workers, oh, they are terrible people, people in the church, people in their mosque, all around them. They have something to say about everybody around them. They never see good in others. There is a mental health problem that you need to watch out for and help such a person. Having unexplained aches and pain. When you're having aches and pain that you can't explain, you can't say, this is what is causing it for me. You cannot say, this is the reason why I'm having pain. This is why I'm having headache. You know, some of us will just, when you have stress, you just know that is why you have the aches and you have the pain. So when that happens, you just know that there is something. Smoking or drinking or using drugs more than usual. More than usual. You see people using 3 tablets of a drug instead of 2. Overdosage. Some will even use an underdosage, okay, a low dose. All these things call for attention. You need to find out, why are you not using the drug as you have been told to? At least you've been given an instruction. People that fail to follow instruction you give them all the time, they are always failing in instruction. And you know, unfortunately, we don't know they have problems. We get angry at them. We shout at them. We scream. They might be our friends. They might be our children. We shout at them. What is wrong with you? Why are you always doing this? It is not time to shout. they need help. Then the people that keep repeating the same thing over and over again, or like they keep bringing back the past. That's what happened 2 years ago. 2 months ago, you said that thing. 3 weeks ago, you said it. Last week, you said it. You are saying it again now. I'm sure you will say it again next week. There is something wrong. And people that find it difficult to forget painful occurrences. They find it difficult to forget painful occurrences. Having persistent thoughts and memories you can't get out of their head. Persistent thoughts and memories, they keep nagging. Let me use that word. Keep nagging, keep bringing the same thing, the same issue that you discussed 3 months ago, and you sort of felt, okay, you sorted it out. Then, after like 2 weeks, they're bringing it again. There is something wrong. There's something wrong. There might be a pain in the heart that needs to be sorted out. And if it's not sorted on time, it might bring them down on mental health disorders. Also, hearing voices or believing things that are not true. People that they will just tell you, did you call my name now? That they keep hearing voices. There's something wrong. That's not normal. It's not normal. And also people that assume all the time, assumption. Something has not yet happened. They assume. And they might just say, oh, look at the way she's looking at me. I am sure she's thinking my clothes is not nice. That is why she's looking at me like that. And that might not be the reason. Assumption. It's a deadly thing. And people like that are showing signs of mental disorders. Thinking of harming yourself. People that are thinking of harming themselves or even harming other people around them. They think of evil, to do evil. And when they're thinking of it, they are smiling because they are enjoying it inside. And before you know it, their mood will change and they will want to carry it out. There is a mental health issue. And also when you feel that life is not worth it, when you feel, no matter what happens to you in life, life is still worth it. When you are alive, solution will always come. There will definitely be a way out if you are still breathing. So don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Snap back to life and make sure you sustain your life. So mental health issue may come with those signs that I've just explained. So now, how can we prevent mental health issues? What can be done? One, talk about your feelings. Let people say you are talkative. Say it out, bust it out. Talk about it. And this is where we need to be very careful. Parents, most of us that are adults, we got this from our childhood. Because most of the time when children want to talk, when they want to express themselves, you see adults telling them, you talk too much, keep quiet. Don't shut them up, please. Allow them to say it. You are the one that think what they are saying is rubbish. Believe me, they're not saying rubbish. They're not. I think it was Friday when BRD was doing an interview for me on Facebook. I said something that as a child, I was under 10 years. I used to tell my grandma that when I grow up, I'm going to go all around and I'll be telling people about God and I'll be telling them to live good life, good health. I was under 10 years. I never knew I was going to be a pharmacist. I never knew I was going to be a minister of the gospel. I didn't know. I didn't know one day I'll be sitting in front of the camera like this, presenting to several people all over the world. I didn't know. But as a young girl, I was saying it. And my grandma was looking at me. I can see her face now. She was looking at me like she's considering the 4 walls wherein we are. And looking at it that this girl is dreaming. She's all over the world, and we are here. We don't even have so much to travel out of this country. And you are talking of all over the world. So stop shutting your children up. There is a sense, no matter how small, in what they are saying. So talk about your feelings. Say it. There should be somebody or somebody there that will understand you. It's not everybody around you that doesn't understand you. There will be somebody that we have listening here that will say, okay, I'm hearing, oh yeah, sorry, that's fine, it's okay. You know, those words are so, they can be so comforting at times. They have healing power, those words. So talk it out, say it, speak up, speak out. Get a good night's sleep. Sleep, it is important. Go force yourself on the bed and sleep. We'll talk about sleeping later. Let me leave that. The third one, eat well. Eat well. You will say, what does eating has to do with mental health issues? Do you know that the brain uses a large amount of glucose? You look at it, when you are down, you're weak, and you eat something you actually love eating. Do you know that your face will come up, light up, and you just have this sense of well-being you will find difficult to explain? I will still talk about eating well later. Then stay active. Stay active. And that's why I love some mamas in our team. Each time I look at them, I just love them. I love them. I love them. I know everybody used to talk about them when we are having programs. Because I look at them, 70 plus, even those that are 60, some of us are just getting close to those age. So when we see them, I look at them and say, wow, I love these people. When I get there, I want to be much more better than that. My mom is about close to 80. She runs a school and she still goes to school. She still gets there in the morning. She might not stay till the end, but at least she still go out. My father is still very active. You have to be active. When elderly people are being active, you that you are just 30 years, you are so lazy, or you are 40 years, you are so lazy, you sit down and say, I can't do it. You are playing with mental health issue. To prevent mental health issue, get your hands busy. Get your brain busy. Get it busy, get it active. Thank God for social media today. That helps us to be active. Now, keep in touch. Keep in touch with loved ones. You say, if they don't call me, I won't call you. Wow, what will it cost you? Give them a call. Send text message. Communicate. That's just communication. Communicate with people around you. Communication is the fuel or lifeline of relationship. When there is good communication, you will have good relationship. And when people offend you and they say anything, suddenly just tell them, oh, it's okay, no problem. Oh, yeah, it's okay, I can understand. Acceptance, accept people. Acceptance is very key when you're talking about communication, when you're talking about relationship in particular. There are 5 basic things when in relationship. There are 5 keys. I'm not talking about relationship today. Let me focus on mental health. But I just have to mention relationship because relationship goes a long way in mental health. You find out that all the solution we'll be talking about has to do with you relating with people, you communicating with people, because that's the only way you can snap out of the lockdown that you are in. So keep in touch. It's very important. Care for other people. There are some people, they just want people to care for them. People caring for them. Care for others. Give them a call. Give them little things. Do you know that blessing somebody with a biro can go a long way at times? Can go a very long way. I remember there was a time I went for retreat, personal retreat, and somehow I used up all my airtime. And I came out of the room and I walked around the whole environment and didn't get it anyway. I was like, oh my God, I can't communicate. My children were still young at that time. Can't communicate anybody. What will I do? How will I do it? And I was asking them, they told me that for me to actually get it, I have to travel like 3 kilometers or so away from that place before I can get here time. So I just came back and I was like, Lord, you need to help me. I just need your help. And suddenly I got a text message. A young boy, a teenager, one of those teenagers I normally teach, sent me 100 naira airtime. That 100 naira was like 1 million naira airtime that day. Because I was able to, first of all, call one of my people. And I said, please, can you please send me airtime? And the one was like, I'm very sorry, ma. I know it's very small. I said, small? You don't know what you've done. So please care for other people. Care for them. Whether your relationship with them is working or your relationship with them is not working, whether they are your family member or they are not your family member. Do the little things you can do. A biro, a biscuit, a sweet, just one can do a lot for people, can change their mind about people. So caring for others is a very strong way of preventing mental health, because you don't know what that person is going to ask at that time. And when you just do that little love, it could just be a smile. You just, when you see someone and you just give that person a smile, you just be like, wow, why is she smiling? And that might just change a lot of things about the person. So let's see steps to mental well-being. That is, what can I do? I've told you how to prevent it. I've told you signs that you need to take note of. So what can I do if I have it or someone around me is already down with mental health disorder? What can be done? One, acceptance. Accept the fact that you have a problem. It is when you accept it that people will be able to help you. If you don't accept that you have a problem, no one will be able to help you. They won't be able to help you at all. So you must accept it. Accept the fact that your loved person has a problem and need help. Please, that is a major issue, because we just want to believe that no, it's not there. And we keep saying it is well. When it is not well. We keep saying the Lord is in control. When the Lord is not there. I'm not saying the Lord cannot be in control. That's not what I'm saying. But first of all, please face the reality. Accept it. This is what God wants. That's what God wants. God wants you to be truthful, to be real. Be real about it. This is the situation of things. Then what can be done? So acceptance is key. That's the first thing. And then stop hiding. Forget about, let me put it this way. Forget about shame. That is one thing, one major thing that creates a big problem for most of us. It's a major thing. There was a time I had that issue. I got some products and one of my staff went away with the product, and then I went into debt of millions. And the company was to come for their money because they've sent me several messages. And the first time I run around, borrow from this one, borrow from this one, borrow from this, then I started borrowing. You know, remember I mentioned debt the other time. There is a mental health issue. I started borrowing. When I borrow from Mr. A, I will use it to pay Mr. B. Then I will borrow from Mr. C to pay Mr. A. I will borrow from Mr. D to pay Mr. C. And the whole thing became a big mess. Then this company said they are coming, and I didn't know what to do. I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Then the Lord spoke to me and he said, face the shame. I said, I should face the shame. Then I had shame the shame. Wow. So I made up my mind I was going to face that shame. When they came, I told them, this is me. I don't have the money. I know this might need to take me to police station. God sees my heart. If I have, I will pay you. But I'm ready to face anything that is there. I'm being truthful with you. I'm being sincere with you. And do you know what happened? They told me, no problem, madam. We can see your sincerity. We do something for you. We will still supply you because we can see your staff went away with it. We will supply you. The profits you made, split it into two. Give us half. You give us the money for what we supply you. Then the profit, split it into two. Pay us half. The remaining half, use it for your family. And that was how I got out of that mistake. That was some time ago. That should be close to 15 years now. So you have to accept the situation for you to get a solution. Number two, connect with other people. You are not the only one having this issue. You will be shocked to find out people around you having similar issues. Connect, open up, and then you see someone say, what is it you're going through? I have gone through something worse than that. And from there, you start getting solution to what is wrong with you. Connect with people. Build good relationship all around you. It's very, very important for mental well-being. Then do things that makes you happy. What is it that makes you happy? You say, is there nothing? There is something. There is something that once somebody mentions it, your spirit gets up, lightened up, and your face will shine and smile will come. You see that thing, concentrate on it. Concentrate. You see those ones that make you unhappy, turn your face away from them. Turn your face away from them. Concentrate on the one that makes you happy, and you'll be shocked what will come out of it. Do things that make you happy. Be physically active. I've mentioned that. I told you all these things will still come up. Be physically active. Being active is not only great for your physical health and fitness, but also great for your brain. It's great for your brain. Also, learn new skills. There are several new things you can do. And please let me say something. Age is no barrier. I told you of some of our elders. Mommy, is it Ohimole? I hope I pronounce your name well. I'm sorry if I don't. Mommy Gay. There are several of them. Sister Oshiyemi, Sister Yemisi, a lot of them are there. They are active, they are learning new skills. It's so amazing when Sister Omoze was teaching us about Facebook, and I was hearing Mommy Adewale saying, yes, which one am I supposed to press? I was in the office, I couldn't talk. I wanted to talk. I wanted to say, Mommy, I love that. Learn new things. There are several things you can learn. All those things you wanted to learn at your young age that you couldn't learn, you can learn them. Age is no barrier. Age is no barrier. You say, oh, I'm so busy, it's my work. By the time I close, I get home, I'm tired, and this. You can create time. Those people doing it also has 24 hours, you know? Nobody has more than 24 hours. Nobody. Every one of us have 24 hours per day at our disposal. You can do it. You just have to make up your mind that you want to do it. Let me use this. Like I said the other time when I was talking, give to others. Giving to others is going to help you a lot. Then pay attention to the present moment. Pay attention to the present. Be mindful of what is happening now and see how it can be solved. Treat the symptoms you already have. Yes, you might have some symptoms. I'll still talk about all those things later. Then, like I said, talk, and talk, and talk, and talk, talk. Say it out. Stop keeping it inside. Talk openly. Talk to people that are close to you. This is some things that you can do to help you if you are already having it. Then stay for the present, for this moment. Be alive for this moment and for the future. Okay? Leave the past. Let the past is gone. Start afresh. Start something new. Then also consider your health. Remember that when you come down with mental health issues, it might be so difficult for you to actually come out of it. Now, let's look at preventions. Preventions, how do we prevent it? To prevent this, to prevent mental health issues, there are a lot of things coming. I think I am seeing a little problem here. Let me quickly check. Just a minute, please. So prevention also is very, very important. We have to prevent it. To prevent mental health issue, I've talked about a lot of things that will help us to prevent mental health issues. And just a minute, I could see I mixed up the PowerPoint. It wasn't the one I actually wanted to use, but I'm using. Just a minute, please. I will be there in a second. This was that time that the laptop is here. That is when this happened. Okay, let me just go because I'm actually not seeing what I want to use. I'm actually not seeing. So, prevention, to prevent mental health issue, we just have to work on all the things I have told you: our attitude, our behavior, our relationship with people around us. These are the things that is going to help us a lot when it comes to preventing mental health issues. Now, we have to consider individuals because you have to consider the actual mental health disorder the person has. And that will help us again. And the situation and circumstance that person is going through. And that will lead us to treatment. To treat mental health issues, there are several ways it can be treated. It can be treated with medications. Use of medications can treat mental health issues. Apart from use of medications, we also have a lot of natural ways of treating mental health disorders. And a major way of treating mental health disorders naturally is by the use of seeds and also of vegetables. Look, this is not a matter of they want to sell products. No. I can assure you of that. It's not a matter of they want to sell products. That is not what it is. You can Google it anywhere. You will see it. That there are some seeds that have been naturally endowed and we help a lot in treating mental health issues. And very shortly, I will be talking about these particular seeds so that every one of us can really get there. Because you see, this natural helps us to really understand that God really cares about us. That means that even God knew that all this mental issue can happen. Yeah, thank God. I've seen the slide I'm looking for. Wow, this is wonderful. So now let me go back to prevention. Now, make social connections. Like I've said, stay active, talk to someone, appeal to your senses. I want to pick on that. Appeal to your senses. Talk to yourself. You know, there's something I normally do most of the time. Maybe I'm walking, I'll say, are you fine? I'm talking to myself. I ask myself, I speak to myself. Are you okay? Are you getting it? You look beautiful today. You need to be doing that all the time. Okay, right now, just tell yourself, I look beautiful. Just tell yourself. It's necessary. Do you know that laughing helps a lot with mental health issues? When you laugh a lot, it helps to calm you down, calms your nerve, and you feel okay, you feel good. So you have to appeal to your senses and also take up a realization practice. Let it be a normal thing for you that you relax. Take time to rest. Take time to relax. Create time. Like I said the other time, we all have 24 hours. Nobody has more than 24 hours. Make sure you create time to rest. It is important. Rest is key for you to be able to prevent mental health issues. Make leisure and contemplation a priority. Go out to the park. Breathe in fresh air. Go for a walk. All these things help to sort of reset your brain. It's, you know, it's not slapping, okay? I know in Africa, they tell you that when they give you, they call it dirty slap, it will reset your brain. No. When you go out and have fresh air, it resets the brain, it helps your mental health. Then eat a brain healthy diet to support strong mental health. What did I call it? Brain healthy diet. There is something called brain healthy diet. I will talk about it very soon. Don't skip your sleep. Sleep is important. 8 hours per day, very, very necessary. Get handy tips and information on nutrition, lifestyle, and your body, and mental health. Eat well to feed the brain. Drink sensibly to reduce mood swing. We need to be very careful with drinking alcohol. I mentioned it the last time. Then keep in contact with your friends. All these things will help you to have good mental health. Then lastly, I will talk about accept who you are. Thank God for what you are. Stop comparing yourself with others. You are fat, lovely. Make good use of the fatness. You're slim, fantastic. You're dark in color. You're light in complexion. Anyone, you have short hair, long hair, stop looking out for what you don't have, but embrace the one you have. All this will help with you. Now, let me go now to treatment. Treatment varies with types of mental disorders, but almost always involve medications. Most of the time, they give you medications. Then we have what we call talk therapy. Talk therapy is key in mental health cases. Then treatment of symptoms. A lot of symptoms comes out of it. Maybe you don't sleep, you don't eat, and you have stress, you have anxiety. All these are symptoms that come out. Fear, So you have to treat that fear or that symptoms. Then support groups are key. And also in some areas, there may be need for some tests to be done to actually know whether there is so much damage with the brain or not. So there is need for some brain stimulation therapy may be necessary. That is when it is actually getting out of hand. Then eye movement, also desensitization or reprocessing, which is called the EMDR therapy, can also be done. Also, you can be given some residential treatment program in the hospital. So all this can be done to treat mental health. But I want to put my attention on the brain healthy diet. What is brain healthy diet? Brain healthy diets are from seeds and nuts. It's so amazing to hear that. Seeds and nuts contain a host of brain-boosting nutrients, including vitamin E and healthy fats and plant compounds. Through them, you can get almost all the vitamin C you need. Seeds and nuts, those small seeds and nuts can actually help us with mental health issues. And the following foods are been found to have better brain power in them. These foods are greens, leafy vegetables, and these leafy greens include kale, spinach, collards, broccoli, and these are very rich in brain healthy nutrients. These vegetables are very rich in brain healthy nutrients like vitamin K, lutein, and also folate and beta carotene. They are very, very rich. Also, we have fatty fish and we have berries. Berries are very rich in brain nutrients, things that will help your brain, things that can help you to have mental peace. Let me use that word. So they have it there. Tea and coffee and also walnuts is also very good. So to get the best out of the brain healthy diet, we have to talk about some seed nutritional supplements. These supplements contains both greens and seeds. Below has some of them. We have the greens, we have dandelion, we have kale, we have spirulina, we have wheatgrass, we have aloe vera, and we have black raspberry greens. These are greens, and also I have seeds, black cumin seed. That is a big one that is extremely good for mental health issues. And we have the milk thistle seed, we have the cranberry seed, and I have the chandonnay grape seed as well. They are extremely very good. I'm just mentioning a few because I wouldn't want us to stay too long. So all these ingredients are put together in important seed nutritional supplements. These include rain soul, rain core, soul red, and also rainbow. These products, they help with mental clarity. Black cumin seed in particularly has its major benefit as helping with mental clarity. It helps to clear the brain and it will help a person to sleep well. Remember, I keep mentioning the issue of sleep, that when you are down mentally, the first thing you should do is go to sleep. Once you are able to sleep, by the time you wake up, you are now fresh. You'll be able to think straight. You try it. If something is disturbing you, something is worrying you, just go and sleep. When you go and sleep, by the time you wake up, you will see that thing in another way, beyond what you were thinking of before. So is very good for mental clarity and also for brain health. We have the berries. Berries work magically for brain health, helps to keep the brain active, to keep the brain alive. And like I've told you before, mental health issue has something to do with the brain because it's the brain that passes the signal to the whole body. When your mind is saying, I am tired, it's because your brain has accepted the fact that you are tired. So if you pass that message to the brain, I am tired, and your brain says, no, you are not tired, the next thing is you see yourself active again, doing that thing. A lot of people that died of sicknesses died for mental health issues because they just believe they can't make it. And the moment they believe they can't make it, there's nothing anybody can do. Even medicines will not work. You know, in medicines, we said, ours is to care. Who heals? God heals. How will God heal? By working on your mind. So you have to renew your mind constantly. You have to. So these seeds helps you to be calm, keeps you calm, helps you to be calm. And when you are calm, you just find out that you'll be able to think right. You reason well, you sleep well, and that takes a lot of pain and sorrow away. A lot of things you would have done that would have caused you a lot of agony. And we should also take note of one thing, that mental health issues make people to come down with diseases. When people have mental health issues, it makes them to come down with diseases. Terminal diseases that they shouldn't have had at all. It makes them to come down with it. And the amazing and beautiful thing is that these seeds and these greens also help to take care of those diseases. So these seeds and these greens are actually doing a dual work in the body of an individual that has mental health issues. One, they are going to work on your brain. It's like they give you a brain reset. They give you a brain reset. I know I say that a lot. And also, they will now check your whole body. For example, the rain soap will help to boost your immune system. And you know, when the immune system of a person is down, they come down with sicknesses, they come down with diseases, and they have this low state of themselves, low feeling, they are sad. Remember, those are the symptoms of mental health that I mentioned the other time. They are sad, they are weak, they feel down, they feel unwanted, nobody cares, nobody loves me, people don't care about me, and all those things. But with these seeds, they will take care of your brain, reset it, give you a clarity. You'll be able to think right and think straight and not think evil and not do something that will cause havoc to your health or to your body or to your life. And also, if you now have terminal issues, the diseases in your body, these same seeds and grains will take care of it. Testimonies abound. We have a lot of people testifying to that fact that they've used this product and a lot of issues that they have are gone. And today they have good health. Don't forget, I also mentioned the issue of long-term diseases, bringing people down on mental health. So these products are extremely very good. And these products, they have the products of Rain International. Rain International is an health and wellness company based in Utah in the United States. In conjunction with some scientists from the University of Maryland and Johns Hopkins University, these scientists, they created supplements with these seeds and made them available in all countries, that's about 48 now, in order to be able to help people to gain good health and sound health. So these supplements, they come in easy to handle sachet, small sachet. Let me show you. This is it. It's a sample of it. Okay. So they come in small sachet that all you just need to do is to shake and tear and take it. And you're fine. It's liquid because they are cold pressed. Cold pressing simply means that it did not pass through heat. And you know, heat breaks down molecules. Heat will break down the molecules of substances. But this cold pressing makes the molecules to still stay together just as God has created it. And that makes them to still maintain their naturality 100%. And these supplements are made available in about 48 countries now, and they come in easy to carry and this sachet. You can see it like this, so easy to carry. They come in that, so they come in easy to carry and this sachet and consumable. So these are the supplements. So now I would like to take just one testimonial because I don't want our time to be fast spent. I know there are a lot of people that have testimonials on sleeping, stress management, sleep disorders, and they've used this product and it has helped them with mental health issues. I'm just going to call on just one person. Sister Yetunde, are you there? Hello, sis. Sister Yetunde. Hello. Is Sister Yetunde there? Okay. Sister Yetunde need to be unmuted. Please, my BRD, are you there? Sister Shayo Alofe, kindly help me to unmute her. Thank you. I can see the comments. I'm grateful. Thank you. Please help me to unmute Sister Yetunde, Sister Shayo. I would like her to share her testimonial. Actually, before she's unmuted, let me just continue. Sister Yetunde has this beautiful testimony, and she tagged it my head to toe testimony. I just love it. And she will, I'm sure, once she's unmuted, she's going to tell us a lot about it. While waiting for her, you see, since morning, I've been out since morning, and I've had 2 major programs today where I had to do one thing or the other. So I actually made some brain clarity. So I have my supplement here. I will show you how to use it. You just have to shake it. You shake it. And by the way, all the Rain products can actually help. Like for example, this Rain soap contain, all of them has black cumin seed. And I told you that the black cumin seed is the one that actually helps us with the brain reset.
I'm unmuted now, ma.
Oh, great. Sayetide is here. Okay. I will give her the chance to go on. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma.
Good evening. I will talk about this later.
Okay, you, this wonderful product. Thank you so much for a very fantastic presentation. As you were talking, I was ticking my boxes about the things that happened to me. So very quickly, a 57-year-old mother of 3 young adults. My marriage broke down at the same time that I had breast cancer 17 years ago and almost stage 4 breast cancer. So whilst in an unhappy marriage, lots of things were happening to me. And whilst Mrs. Rulaola was talking, I remember that there was a time in 2005 when I thought of driving over the bridge. And that was because I was not loved and so many things were happening. But then God helped me. I'm a person of faith. He gave me something else to deal with. I had a stage 4 breast cancer at that time. And I was more concerned with the cancer and getting better and being alive to look after my children than an unhappy marriage. So my marriage broke down at the same time. Now, as a child, I had asthma, I had eczema, I had pregnancy-induced hypertension when I was pregnant with my second daughter, who is now 23. And so many things were not right. So 2005, I had breast cancer. I had all the treatment that was available to me. I had chemotherapy, radiotherapy, had surgery, had blood poisoning, had to go back to theater 5 times for the surgery site to be cleaned and reopened. So many things were not going right. I got better, but I started reading lots of things, and I found out that chemotherapy actually causes depression. So I'd had a bit of depression as part of my marriage, which nobody noticed. I didn't talk to anybody about it. I just got on with my life. And then I had the other bit of things that was wrong with me with the cancer. Now, I was told by my doctors in 2005 that I'll be disabled for life. In 2007, 2009, I changed my diet. I started eating a lot of natural foods, green foods, cut out a lot of things from my diet. I felt better. I still had a disabled badge, but I was still not okay. I had head-to-toe problems. Every part of my body, chemotherapy had destroyed. My hearing filters were destroyed. So many things were wrong. I was always in pain, didn't sleep. And as a child, I never slept because of the asthma and the eczema anyway. So with other things that happened to me, I did not sleep. And if you don't sleep, you cannot be well. It's not possible to function.
It's not possible.
So there was stress because I was raising the children on my own. Even when my ex-husband was still with us, I was doing everything myself. And I bear no hard feelings. I have forgiven him because I needed to forgive to get better. One of the things I want to say is that I started using this sachet of soul, this product, on the first day of, maybe about the 7th day of April, because I registered on the 1st of April. And I registered to prove the company wrong, that it was not possible that this sachet would take care of all the ailments that they listed. And I had quite a lot of those ailments. But I want to tell you that from the first sachet I took, then I was 52, or how old was I anyway? I slept through the night. That was the first thing that I noticed. I slept through the night. I didn't hear my alarm go off, and I did not scratch my skin. I've been scratching my skin for so many years. Those that know what eczema is, you know you don't sleep. I slept through the night, number one. Number two, my skin within 10 days was healed, was healing much better than it was. And I became very chilled, very laid back. I used to be somebody who is very anxious. If I hear, hey, I'm ready to fly. If they say something happened somewhere else, I'm worrying about so many things. But now, I don't even, since I'm using these products, I don't even stress. If I hear, hey, I just sit down and I just say a silent prayer where I am. I don't actually get up to start worrying myself about it. It's actually become a problem for me because I'm so laid back now. So this product has helped me with so many things, including stress, insomnia, and I felt so much better. I don't have pain. I also need to say something which might not have anything to do with this. The chemotherapy affected my hearing filters. I had to wear a noise generator for about 4 years. It's like a hearing aid. I used to cover it with my weave, but if I don't tell you, you don't know. Because when they say everybody shouts hallelujah in church, I have to cover my ears because the noise would go through me because my hearing filters were damaged. Since I've been using these products, I can tolerate noise. There's further proof to that. We went to a concert on Thursday. As we entered the place, the noise kind of threw me back and I was like, can I handle this? But I went in and I was fine. So that is my testimonial. I sleep well. I don't have any issues with anybody. I forgive a lot of people. I don't attach a lot of importance to a lot of things. This product has helped me. Thank you so much, Mrs. Rula, for allowing me to share my testimony.
Thank you so much, Ma. We appreciate you. Thank you for sharing this with us. And I was saying the other time that I have stressed myself since morning. So I want to show you how to take this. And you know, there's a drug that we do give people that is going to help you with anxiety and help you to sleep well. It is actually an anti-anxiety drug. But the issue with all of these drugs is that you get addicted to them when you start to use them. But with this, you don't get addicted. The addiction is even a good one because it helps your body. So after shaking, you tear and you take it.
Thank you very much.
So I will round up by saying this, just a sentence, ma'am, that I want to say. And this sentence is saying, use a soul to lift up your soul. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Olubenga. That was an awesome session. And in fact, we do not know how to, it was power-packed. And thank you as well, Sister Yetunde, for that amazing testimonial. I would like to now ask if we have any questions, please raise your hands. We'll just take, because of time, we know we wanted to just do 1 hour. Because of time, we'll just take like 5 people to ask their questions. Please, if your question has been asked, please put, if we call the first person and they ask the question you also wanted to ask, please lower your hand so that we can give other people an opportunity. So we'll take 5 people who want to give their testimony, who want to ask their questions. So can we see the hands up, please, if you want to ask a question? Or if there are no questions, then we can actually call it a day. Or do you want, nobody, no questions? Somebody was asking before in the chat room if they could ask their questions. So please go ahead and ask, raise your hand so we can call you to ask your question. Okay, thank you very much. Kemi Lajide, please can you unmute and ask your question?
Yeah, good afternoon here, everybody. So,
Good afternoon.
Okay, good day. Yeah, thank you. My question is very great presentation. So my question is that, if mental health is not genetic, like hereditary, even though I've now understood different aspects of mental health, is not all of the time the only one we think it is, the schizophrenia stuff. So, but if a family member or grandparents, hereditary is not there, and you happen to have a mental, schizophrenia or whatever, and is not in any part of the family, can it be taken for a kind of attack? And can this supplement also work for it, like a spiritual attack? I'm asking this because I know that Mrs. Wira is also a minister of God, as she let us know. So I believe God will give her the grace to answer this question. Supplement
we don't talk about, we don't bring our faith or religion into these talks here, okay? Well, like I've said before, it might not be hereditary. And if it is there, first thing you need to do is accept it and then sit back and look for how can this be solved. And also the supplement will definitely help. I can assure you of that because I have seen cases like what you are trying to say, okay? And everybody thought that was the end, but the supplements have really helped that person. And the person is whole and healthy now. So that would be my answer.
Thank you very much, Fam Olubenga. Thank you very much. Please, do we have any other questions? Somebody posted that the questions have been posted in the chat, but there are so many chats, I can't seem to find any question. So please, if you have a question, can you just raise your hand, or you can type it again in the chat room so that I can see it now and then I can read it out. But right now I can't see any. Dr. Olushola John, I cannot see any questions. Please, if you can see the questions, please can you type them out again, or please raise your hand so that we can call you to ask the question. Okay, Mike Olagoke, please unmute and ask your question.
Good evening, good day, ma.
Good evening.
sir.
Please, I want to know more about training products and which one can one select out of the several and stick to it and all be able to get the advantage of all. Do you get my question?
Can you please?
Yeah,
speak
you
a bit
said you want
louder?
to know more about the product.
I
You
want
said you want to know more
about
about the
training products.
product, right?
Yes, one. Then secondly, there are several of them. I'm not the type that likes to take combinations of many products. I just want to know one that I can stick to. So which one can I take out of the several that are available and then give me the benefit of all the products? How do you get my question?
Okay, to know more about the product, the person that invited you to this Zoom meeting, we had you to our product presentation. It could be the WhatsApp presentation or even the Zoom presentation as well. That is where we actually take time to break down issues on each of the products and what they can do. We share a lot of testimonials there. The concentration for this particular Zoom meeting is mainly to talk about the mental health issue. So for you to actually know which one to use, we need to know what is actually wrong, what you're feeling. That person will also create a mini chat or a chat room for you, whereas we have partners, senior partners or partners there that will be able to put you through on which of the products will be best for you. Please kindly get back to that person. I believe the person is also on now. Please, can you please add this person to the next product presentation? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, so we have some questions, and I'm going to read out the questions we have. One says, can mental health be genetically transmitted? Another person says, how can we help someone who has refused to agree they have mental health issues? The symptoms are there. We have a similar question. What about people who don't want to connect with you? So I think that's the same thing as people who are refusing to agree they have mental health issues. And then another question, can mental health be genetically transmitted?
I have told us that it can be genetically transmitted. That's why I said that if you have someone in your family, that it can be hereditary. Somebody in the family line somewhere, somehow, that's had it before, it is very, very possible that it can come down on other people in the family as well. So that is the answer for that one. Then for those people that refuse to accept, you just have to continue to try. You continue to talk to them. You speak with them. You show them love. I really lay emphasis on the fact of caring for people. Try and understand that person. Try and see what you can do to really get to the heart of the person. And by the time you start doing this thing, gradually that person will begin to open up to you. Gradually. I had a case recently of a young girl that came to tell me something. In fact, when she was telling me, I was like, wow, what she was telling me. And how did I get into the heart of this lady? I was sharing things with her here. When I said, oh, my darling, now you look so beautiful today. How are you? Hope you're fine. You know, day in, day out. I'm not talking of a month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months. Then she just sent me a message. Please, ma, I would like to see you. I said, why not? No problem. Let's fix a time. She said, no, I'm not coming again. That can happen. But you just have to be calm and be patient. On your side, patience is key. So I was so patient with her. I said, no problem. She said, can we chat? I said, fine. Then later she said, I don't mind doing voice note. I said, lovely. I don't mind too. Then after all the voice note, I said, I would still love to see your face. Do you know she came? This a lady that has been telling me she can't come. I have one that was telling me she cannot see me for over 1 year. And she kept telling me, I'm sorry, I don't want you to see me. I don't want to see you. But she was sending messages. I was canceling her. And at the end of the year, one day she said, I would like to come and see you. And she came. And she told me, all your words have healed me. So we have to show them love. You have to care. You have to understand that person intentionally and come down to the level of the person. When the person is angry, you just be calm. At the end of the day, it will be done.
Okay, for such a person, I want to ask, one of the ways of showing love, can we actually show love by sending them a carton of the supplements and for them to be taken? That's a way we can do that. Okay, so
Yes.
we have,
and you know, when they start to take the supplement, it will calm the nerves.
Yes.
It will calm the nerves of that person. And it will, like I said, the black community give mental clarity. And before you know it, the problem will be solved.
So I think our last question, we have Adedoyin A72. Kindly unmute and ask your question, please. Adedoyin A72. Kindly unmute and ask your question. Okay, I guess she's not asking any question. Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Olugbenga. This has been an eye-opening session for me, especially. A lot of things we just take for granted or we just assume, you know, but today's session has shown us that we really have to take particular care about everything around us, what people are saying, what people are not saying. You know, we have to learn to stop being selfish and see what is going on. For those of us who are mothers, you heard what she said. When your children start wanting to tell you something, please let us create time to listen to them and not just fob them off. We may be helping them, you know, to ensure that they don't have mental health issues when they get older. So thank you once again, Fam Olugbenga, for such a wonderful presentation. Thank you very much. I'm sure everybody has had a wonderful time. And on that note, we want to say thank you all very much for joining us. Please get back to the person that invited you for more information on the products, for more information on how you can get the products, for more information about how much the products cost, anything that has to do with the products. Please go back to the person who invited you, who sent you this Zoom link, and they will be able to help you with all those issues. And with that, we want to say thank you very much. Have a wonderful week ahead, and God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.